friends. Welcome to Miss Debbie's Story Time. Today we have a special guest for our story time. If you've attended some of Miss Debbie's STEM lessons, then you'll know our friend Coco. And Coco wanted to join us for our story time today because we are going to be reading a book about soup. Who likes soup? Miss Debbie loves soup. Coco loves chicken noodle soup. I'm sure everybody has a favorite kind of soup that they love to enjoy. Now, soup is delicious any time of the year, but now that winter is here and it's starting to get super cold outside, isn't it always nice to come inside and drink some really warm soup? It just warms the soul and it keeps you nice and warm. So Coco and I thought it would be fun if we read a book called Soup Day. And we love this book because it's not only about reading a story about soup. Making soup in the kitchen with your family, there's so much science involved in the kitchen. Measuring things, mixing things, different sizes of different vegetables. So Coco wanted to enjoy us because he just loves science. So we're going to get started by reading our book called Soup Day. Here goes. After reading our book Soup Day, Miss Debbie encourages you all to make soup as a family. Lots of fun in the winter time when there's not much to do outside. You can have lots of fun making soup together as a family inside. You can also do something called friendship soup, and we're going to talk about that a little later. And if you're not up for making soup in the kitchen, we have a fun craft activity that we can make that is just like making soup. So here goes. Soup Day by Melissa Ewai. Today is Soup Day. I wonder what that means, today's Soup Day. Does that mean that they're going to enjoy some soup today? I think it might be a day full of fun activities. Looks like they're heading to the market. Look at all of those vegetables. I help Mommy pick out the vegetables. She says it's important to use the freshest ones with the brightest colors. What color is that carrot? That's right, orange. Nice bright orange carrot. This is what we put in our basket. 1 bunch of crisp green celery. How many onions do we have there? That's right, 2. 2 shiny yellow onions. And 3 long orange carrots. 1, 2, 3. Help me count the potatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right, 4 smooth tan potatoes. And how many green zucchini? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 tiny dark green zucchini. Great counting. And how many big white mushrooms? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 big white mushrooms. Oops, we almost forgot the parsley. Back at home, we wash the vegetables. Then Mommy chops everything into different shapes. What are shapes? Do you know any shapes? Very good, that's right. There are circles, squares, what else? Triangles, that's right. And rectangles, that's another good one. Let's see what shapes we make with these vegetables. The celery and onions become tiny squares. The carrots become circles. The potatoes become cubes. And the parsley becomes confetti. Just like a party, you throw confetti. I get to cut the mushrooms and zucchini with a plastic knife because they are soft. Mommy helps my hand. Remember never to cut anything without the permission or help of an adult. We pour oil into the big soup pot and Mommy cooks the onions, celery, and carrots together. This makes them soft. and it smells so yummy. They sizzle in the oil. Be careful, don't get too close to the hot pot. Then we fill the big pot with broth. Oh, you can use beef broth or chicken broth. Do you have a favorite? Oh, me too, I love chicken broth. Then we fill the big pot with broth. Can you make a sizzling sound? Good job. It makes a loud sound. See it? I help put in the rest of the vegetables and Mommy covers the pot and we wait. I wonder what they're going to do while they're waiting. For a while we make a city. Oh, they're playing with blocks. We read to each other, just like we're reading to each other. Then we have to escape from a big monster. Oh, look at the monster. It looks like it's a bunny wrapped in a big pink scary blanket. Before long, our home smells like yummy soup. Mommy checks the pot. We hear the soup bubbling inside. Can you bubble? Let's go blub, blub, blub. Ready? Blub, blub, blub. Good job. Bubbling soup. She tastes it. It needs a little something, she says. So Mommy adds some spices. Now I get to choose which kind of pasta to add to the soup. Oh, pasta's so yummy. You can add angel hair, fettuccine, farfalle, rotini, pastina, elbow macaroni, and my favorite, alphabet. Do you like alphabet soup? Me too. I pick alphabet. She likes alphabet too, because I like to eat the letters. Sometimes they make words. While we wait for the noodles to cook, we clean up our city. Oh, it's always important to clean up your toys. We return the books to the bookshelf. We put the monster to sleep. Silly. And then, Daddy's home. Yay! Now it's time to eat our soup together as a family. Mommy lets me sprinkle the confetti parsley on top. It looks like green snow. Oh, look at how colorful that soup is. That looks so yummy. It looks like they're having crackers and butter with their soup. I've never tried that before, crackers with butter. I like bread and butter with my soup, but I've never tried crackers and butter. I'm gonna have to try that. Have you ever had crackers and butter with your soup? Yum, it sounds delicious. I love soup day. Can you say and rub your belly? I love soup day. And Coco loves soup day too. And she picked up 3 letters. She has a Y, a U, and an M. And that spells, do you know that spell? Yum! Let me see if you can see it this way. See that? Yum. The end. Now at the end of this book, there is a snowy day vegetable soup recipe. And Miss Debbie is going to include that in the video today as an attachment that you can print up and make at home if you'd like. So let's get ready to enjoy our fun soup day crafts. See you in a minute. Welcome to Craft Time. For this craft, we are going to be making our very own bowl of alphabet vegetable soup using paper. And we are going to need different colored paper for the bowl, for the soup, for the spoon, and for some of the vegetables that we're going to be putting in there. So you're going to need colored paper or some white paper that you can color with crayons and markers. We're also going to need a pair of scissors, glue or a glue stick. You are also going to need some crayons or markers or pencils, whichever you have. And if you're not very good at drawing circles like Miss Debbie, I got a plate and a bowl to trace out some circle shapes. Just here, I did them already. So you're also going to need a pen or a pencil or a crayon, whatever you need to trace. So if you've never traced anything before, what you're going to do is take your paper and you're going to lay down what you're tracing Just hold it with one hand and then just follow around the edges of whatever you're tracing. If you don't have a second item that's a little bit smaller to make for the soup inside your bowl, you can cut out 2 pieces this size, and then when you're cutting out the second one, just cut it a little bit smaller than the first. But otherwise, Miss Debbie just took this bowl and I tipped it upside down like this, and it was a circle shape a little bit smaller than the other one. I just traced that one and cut it out as well. Then what you're going to need is a spoon to trace. Just put my spoon down here, traced it around with my pen, and then I cut it out. So we have our shapes here that have been cut out, and then I cut out some vegetable pieces. I have some circle carrots that I cut out here. I just used a piece of construction paper and I folded it over a couple times so I wouldn't have to cut out so many individual circles. And I just traced out a little circle like this. Doesn't have to be perfect shape. And then just cut out the circles. And I got the circles here, my carrots. Voila! You can do the same for the zucchini. We cut them out in the shape of squares. So you can draw a square and then cut that out, and I have a lot of square pieces for my zucchini. I've also cut out some smaller green pieces for our parsley confetti, just like we had in the book. And then Miss Debbie also cut out some little black pieces to pretend that they're little beans. I like beans in my soup. So you can put whatever vegetables you like in your soup and have a lot of fun with that. And then I used my crayon and made some vegetables here to make it look like little vegetable pieces of pasta, and I have some vegetable soup. You can have lots of fun practicing math skills with this by counting the pieces as you're gluing them onto your soup bowl. You can ask which vegetable you have more of and which vegetable you have less of, so you can have a lot of fun with that activity. The other option that I have for activity, if you're not able to make some soup at home together, like they talked about here in the book, Miss Debbie has also included in our attachments here for this video, the Snowy Day vegetable soup recipe. If you can't do the Snowy Day vegetable soup recipe, another fun option is to get a bowl of water, put a little soap in it. I added some blue food coloring just to make it a little more fun. And what you're also going to need is either some foam alphabet letters or some magnetic alphabet letters or even some plastic letters if you have them. Anything that can withstand the water. And this would be a really fun activity for kids to learn the alphabet. You can practice literacy skills like identification, and you can have fun with math skills as well. You can take your magnets, magnetic letters or the plastic letters, whichever you have, and put a whole bunch of them in the bowl. And then have another bowl on the side with a soup ladle for your child. And they can practice their phonetic skills without even knowing it. You could ask them if they could find the letter A. And if they can't find the letter A, maybe what you could do is pretend that you're eating your soup and you could pull out a letter. Say it's a K, and you could say, oh, this K is so yummy. So that you can be teaching them what the letters are in a really fun way. Then what you can do is once you've ladled out some of your letters, you can count together how many letters you put in your soup. So that's a really fun way to play with water. What kid doesn't like to play with water? And also practice your letter identification and practice some math skills at the same time. So have fun with that. Thank you so much for joining Coco and I reading our book, Soup Day, today. We hope that you come up with lots of creative ways to have fun in the kitchen over these cold winter months. It may be too cold to play outside, but it's not too cold to have fun in the kitchen. Take care, my friends, and until I see you again next time, stay happy and healthy. Bye!